Here is the truth. Men avoid until it claws its way into their lives. Confidence is never built in the world that sees you, only in the world that doesn't. In ancient Japan, the samurai understood this with brutal clarity. A warrior's strength was not forged on the battlefield, but in the thousands of private unseen victories that no one applauded and no one witnessed. This is the art modern men have forgotten, and this is the art you are about to reclaim. There is a man you know, a man who lives in quiet negotiation with himself. Every morning he promises he will change. Every night he explains why today wasn't the right time. He tells himself he will speak with more certainty. He will train. He will commit. He will stop wavering. But when the moment comes, his voice softens, his spine bends, and his courage melts. And so he returns home, frustrated, ashamed, carrying the weight of another broken promise. Modern psychology calls this self-betrayal fatigue. Each failed commitment erodes your faith in yourself. But ancient Japan saw it differently. The samurai believed, a man who cannot trust his own word cannot trust his own blade. Confidence wasn't a feeling, it was a sacred contract. You didn't wait for courage. You became the kind of person who could not violate his own vows. The modern man loses confidence because he breaks tiny promises. The samurai gained confidence because he honored tiny promises. This is where the paths diverge. The Ronin, masterless, alone, unprotected, had only one ally, his discipline in the world of Bushido. Confidence was not enthusiasm. It was evidence, proof carved into the body through repetition, ritual, and restraint. Zen monks had a phrase, "The mountain does not declare its height." Confidence to them was the same way, a quiet force, a silent certainty. The Ronin understood a principle that breaks the modern worldview. You do not become confident by achieving big victories. You become confident by keeping small promises so consistently that cowardice can no longer recognize you. Where the modern man searches for motivation, the Ronin searched for micro-vows. Unseen, uncelebrated, unavoidable. Each vow kept was a brick of identity. Each vow broken was a crack in the soul. This is the ancient system. Identity built through invisible discipline. But before you can walk this path, you must face the enemy within. The internal war is not dramatic. It is subtle. It appears as the whisper. No one will know if you skip just this once. It comes as fatigue, as excuses that sound wise, as emotions disguised as logic. The Ronin had a word for this force, mamoru, nai, the unguarded mind. A mind that leaves its gates open invites invasion. Modern neuroscience agrees. Your brain is wired to conserve energy, avoid discomfort, and remain predictable. This means you are biologically designed to sabotage the very commitments that would make you powerful. The Ronin understood this long before psychology gave it a name. So he treated his weaker impulses as an opponent to be outmaneuvered, not a signal to obey. He never asked, "Do I feel like it?" He asked, "Which version of me will win today?" Here is the uncomfortable truth. The Ronin lived by, unshakable confidence is not a mindset. It is a record, a history of self-respect, built one kept promise at a time. The modern mind resists this path because it wants transformation without evidence. It wants certainty without sacrifice. But the Ronin followed a simple, merciless formula. Do one hard thing each day that no one sees and no one praises, and your confidence will rise like a blade drawn from its sheath. Why does this work? Because the mind tracks everything you do. Every delay, every excuse, every skipped task becomes evidence of unreliability. But every small victory, as silent as it may be, becomes proof of strength. You are teaching your subconscious. My word is law. That is the one path. The Ronin practiced a concept Zen masters called renma, polishing without gaps. A blade rusts the moment you stop tending to it. A mind rusts far faster. Confidence is not built in intensity. It is built in continuity. Water does not break stone through force, but through persistence. Fire does not become powerful in a single spark, but through feeding the flame endlessly. Modern behavioral psychology proves this. Small, consistent actions create long-term identity change. Neural pathways deepen. Self-trust stabilizes. Discipline becomes effortless. The Ronin knew this intuitively, so he didn't crush himself with massive goals. He chose daily, repeatable rituals. He could never justify breaking, a form practiced at dawn, a promise of movement, a vow of stillness, a sharpened blade, a completed task, tiny, predictable, unavoidable. This was the art of becoming unshakable. Our samurai never entered battle hoping he would rise to the occasion. He prepared so thoroughly that failure had no room to breathe. This was called yobu, the art of pre-solution. Modern men wait until a problem appears before they decide who they will be. Ancient warriors decided before the moment came, before fatigue, before temptation, before distraction. The Ronin pre-decided everything. If it rains, he trains indoors. If he travels, he carries a ritual. If he is tired, he works at half speed, but he works. If he is overwhelmed, he completes the smallest vow. There was no scenario where he abandoned the path. Modern pre-solutions look like laying out clothes before training, preparing meals before hunger, removing distractions before they tempt you, choosing standards before emotion arrives. Each pre-solution reinforces identity. I am the kind of person who does not negotiate with my weaker self. And so the Ronin transformed. Not through explosions of courage, but through quiet, invisible victories stacked day after day. His confidence no longer wavered because it no longer required permission. It was carved into him like grooves in ancient steel. This is where your transformation begins, when you stop chasing confidence and start earning it. When you stop looking for external proof and start building internal evidence. When you stop waiting to feel strong and start acting like the person you promise yourself you will become. There is a version of you that does not flinch, does not negotiate, does not hesitate. A version built in silence, a version built in private, a version built in the shadows where the world does not see, but your soul does. That version is waiting, and the path is open. If this philosophy resonates with you, subscribe for more lessons from the last Ronin and the path of Bushido and Zen here on Ashen Path.